Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. So today we will be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a new reality show on the OWN network showcasing Black couples and their power roles as realtors in their community, as well as being husbands, wives, and parents.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Melody Holt.
Hey, Melody.
Hey. I'm LaTisha Scott.
LaTisha.
And I'm Kimmie Grant.
Now, there's 3 couples on the show, but we're going to be talking about LaTisha and Marsau today. The other couples are Melody and Martel and Maurice and Kimmie. So we're getting to know these new couples on Love and Marriage.
So did you ladies all know each other?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so what was that relationship? Was this girlfriend? You went to school together? Y'all were in business? Melanie, tell me a little bit.
Well, I met them about 4 years ago, mainly because the husbands all went to A&M together.
Oh, nice.
So from there, it was kind of introductions made. So, yeah, I've known them now for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay, nice. And we stayed friends, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And Melody and Martel was the couple I talked about in my last video, where I addressed the infidelity in their marriage from Martel. And in that video, the main point is, how is Melody dealing with it? You can definitely tell she has her highs and lows on the show as the show continues to unfold on each new episode. But I also believe an important message she is sending out is, how is she dealing with all of this? You know, it's truly an example of what women go through when their man cheats, and we call ourselves taking them back. We can see her hurt, her tears, her angry Black woman moments, but also her being strong and dealing with this cheating thing head on. Hello, somebody. I know it hurts and she wants to forgive, but if she is going to forgive, then she needs to truly forgive, move on, and be open to Martel about what she needs as a woman from him. So make sure you check the link in the description box for that video. But today I wanted to share my opinions about LaTisha and Marsau. Now, LaTisha talks about in episode 3 how she is growing as a woman. She says her degrees from college and the licenses she obtained to help with the family business has not been put to use because she is a stay-at-home mom and wife. And her and Marcel have this 5-year plan, okay, where Marsau works as the sole provider and LaTisha stays home to be a wife and mom.
You're submissive, but you ain't that submissive.
So Tisha and I have this whole 5-year plan. Until Mila turns 5, she's going to stay at home and focus 100% on the kids, and I'm going to go out and focus 100% on the work. She is 3, and Tisha wants to back out early on this deal.
We made a decision. We sat back and planned.
But we also agreed that I can get my real estate license. That I should get my real estate
you
license.
just said you're doing
We also agreed that I should study more on commercial real estate. Why would you not want me to grow in that aspect? I don't understand
you're
that.
more valuable in another aspect.
Being home with the kids.
No, babe. It's
I'm
about
saying,
right
you're
position,
like,
right place,
oh,
right
You're
time.
right here. You can stay right here, but don't go into that area because I don't want you going to that area.
You think I'm putting you in your place?
That's what it sounds like. There's plenty of people or females out here that work great with their husband and they have a team. Mel and Martel does it. They work together.
And as a viewer, I have a lot of questions about this 5-year plan that will probably not be answered on the show. Like, for one, why was it set up in the first place, okay? Why doesn't Marsau want to deviate from it? And is this the first time LaTisha brings this up? Did she just go along with Marsau just because, or was it something she believed would be successful from the beginning? I will say, I believe LaTisha just went along with the 5-year plan. I don't think she thought it out all the way. And in other words, yes, Marsau saw a way to provide for his family. He saw there was money to be made. And it sounds like he had an idea on how to go about and do this. And he stayed committed to the plan. And to hear now that LaTisha wants the plan to go in a different direction is something he is frowning on. I do believe people grow in a marriage, but I believe this is something LaTisha has always wanted, to work outside the home and be a provider. I don't think she ever wanted to just be a stay-at-home mom or wife. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but I believe she feels like she is settling if she doesn't speak up for herself. You know, it's like going to college for the first time. Sometimes we know exactly what we want to study, but sometimes the plan changes, or sometimes we settle for something closer to what we want to go to school for, but we later realize down the line that we really need to go for what we want. And sometimes only life experiences can change our perspective about things. Once again, it comes with life experiences. And y'all, he says it's been very successful. Their 5-year plan has worked out. Marsau was able to make the money that has afforded them to live the way that they live. The teamwork between LaTisha being a stay-at-home mom and Marsau out here making businesses allows them to be as successful as they have been. And I get all of that. But the big question is, why can't LaTisha work outside the house, be a mom and a wife all at the same time? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it also feels like a controlling mechanism for Marsau now that she is speaking up for herself. You know, Marsau says she is giving up a lot if she wants to work out of the house, but LaTisha tells him, no, I'm not, but I just want more. So let me just stay with that for a minute, because I believe LaTisha wants more because there's some kind of void that she's trying to fulfill. And, you know, people grow each and every day. And sometimes what worked last year just doesn't align up right to work this year. And Marsau just keeps going back to this 5-year plan, which isn't working, and not understanding that people grow. And I think maybe LaTisha is outgrowing this dang on 5-year plan, okay? But Marsau, he's not having it, okay? And it makes me wonder who planned the 5-year plan to begin with. And I'm glad LaTisha is putting the pressure on and not allowing Marsau's nose to be a stumbling block. I feel like both of them have a valid point, okay? Outside looking in, I feel like both of them have a valid point. I see myself so much in them, but the only thing my husband and I didn't do is make a plan to accomplish some of the things we wanted together for our marriage. And then again, you can't plan everything, because in a marriage, you're going to continue to grow and stretch with one another. But I do believe planning things out can be a great strategy for your short-term goals. And I've been a stay-at-home wife, okay, a stay-at-home mom. I've worked and attended college all at the same time. I've worked part and full-time jobs. And one thing I have always struggled with is being able to juggle it all. But it was nice to have that cushion in my marriage, because my husband has always been the main provider, and he is always taking care of home as far as financial wise. So when I wanted to stay at home with our little ones and not quickly put them in daycare, or I wanted to go to school to obtain my degree, there was not a lot of pressure in what decisions was best for us, because I could freely make a decision, because I didn't have all that responsibility on my plate like a single woman would, or a household of 2 working adults who's surviving on those checks by both of those adults working. So in another episode, LaTisha refers to herself as a single parent sometimes, okay? She says that as much as Marsau is out of the house, she feels like a single parent sometimes. And Kimmie is like, whoa, no, you're not, because there's a difference between you feeling like a single parent and actually being a single parent. It's 2 different things, and, you know, she is so right about that. Even though Marsau isn't always there and she's attending to their kids more than he does, it's a difference being in a single parent household and feeling like a single parent in a 2-person household. So the truth is, you have to know your mate well. You have to know how to communicate with him or her. In Tisha's instance from the show, I believe Melody gave her some awesome advice when she said you have to have a plan. You have to have short-term, long-term goals. You have to schedule a babysitter for the kids. Teach them how to cook and clean up behind themselves. And by doing all of this, which can be a lot sometimes, but you are allowing yourself to have free time so that you aren't tied up all of the time, and your husband can see that you were just handling things, okay, rather than complaining to him or waiting on him to step up. But sometimes, you know, in people's household, outside looking in, you know, it looks easy, but when you really start going in there and trying to make changes, it's just not that easy. And you know, ladies, sometimes we just have to put our grown woman on and do what we have to do to make stuff work, okay? And LaTisha needs to do the same thing. Like, girl, you know, if I was her girlfriend talking to her, I would be like, girl, just do it, you know, just do what you want. I'm rooting for you. You know, it doesn't seem like that it can go any down from here. Y'all, you were already talking about it with your husband and stuff, and you know it is going to be what it is. And then if it doesn't work out, you can always go back to what it was before. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but taking baby steps is better than waiting until her youngest is 5 years old, like they mentioned on the show.
Now, who's the one married to the gentleman and she stays home and take care of the family, and his arrogant tail, you know, don't want you to do nothing? Which sister is that?
That would be LaTisha.
Okay.
Me.
So LaTisha, you're now wanting to explore career opportunities. Is that what it is?
That's correct. Okay, so my husband and I, we started Infinity Properties when we first got married back in 2007. And so we've been in real estate as well for a very long time. But I have been the one that's been behind the scene.
No, work and take care of the kids and everything.
Taking care of the house, taking care of the behind the scene business, and taking care of the kids. So now it's time for me to step up and get more involved in the community and more involved on the business side.
Got it. And he's resistant. He's resistant to you, right?
Yes, so he's all about roles, my husband. He's all about
the roles.
Yes, he's all about roles. He's like, you know, I'm strong in this point in this role, and you're stronger in this role. Mm-hmm. So right now, our kids is extremely important. So your focus should mainly be on the kids, while my focus is mainly on making money and providing for the family.
Is that becoming hard? I mean, because even you're talking about it, your voice is trembling, okay? Is that making it hard for your relationship right now because you are ready to step into, you know, a career now and do your thing?
Right. No, it's not making it hard for our relationship. I mean, we're 12 years strong in this thing. So we're here for the long haul. It's just he's going to have to get on board, period. So,
and if he don't get on board, what you going to do?
There's no option. He's getting on board.
Okay. You're not going to hold back, though, right?
No, of course not.
What am I talking about when I say hold back?
On my career?
No.
What do you mean?
So when you get mad, did you hold back on the sex?
That's a non-negotiable.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. But I do have a question. Do you agree with this 5-year plan? Have you ever planned like short-term or long-term goals in your relationship where you stuck by the plan every single day until that deadline came? And if so, I mean, just give us your true, honest thoughts on it and how it helped you in your relationship. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.